point in this season. Anoka, on the other hand, coming off a nice win over Andover, where they stopped them late in the game in the fourth quarter to preserve the win. Coming off a loss to Osseo, where just by 7 points, they feel really good about themselves coming into this contest.
Yeah, they're at 2-2, and like Anoka usually does, this is a team that really depends on the run. And for the Tornadoes, it's specifically one guy carrying much of the load.
It's Ollie Nye, and he is a tough runner to bring down. Coach Young and I were talking earlier, and he said, we really have to be careful what do we do with him, because he's averaging almost 4 yards a carry, 5 scores. He is really difficult. They love to run the ball.
Well, and on the flip side, we talked about it, several injuries for the Cardinals. We saw last week that Kovalenko was banged up and came in and played. Cortez Jackson was injured, not able to play last week, going to be out again this week. And then they lost Tanner Tunsky, their top receiver, in last week's loss to Centennial as well.
Yeah, and if they're going to look to pass the ball, they're going to want to run as well, but Cameron Geyer is going to get the start in place of Tunsky tonight, and that's some big shoes, or I should say some big cleats to fill, because Tunsky was the leading receiver for Coon Rapids coming into this contest.
And granted, whoever picks up the load in the backfield, which will probably be done by committee, at least at first, will have a lot of carrying to do, as the Cardinals are a run-dominated offense. We'll take a break and be back with kickoff. It's homecoming, Cardinals and Tornadoes next on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important. But we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. 'Cause we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex, Cardinals and Tornadoes set to do battle starting the second half of the season already, which is kind of mind-blowing considering school only in session for 2 weeks.
Yeah, a little early start this year for the football season, but yeah, you're right. I was thinking about that today too. We're on the back half now of the schedule, and the Cardinals looking for that first win of the year. And last week against Centennial, Joe, we talked about it. It was a game we thought they had an opportunity to win. Unfortunately, they did not play well, and losing 35-0 was a surprise to all of us, as it certainly was to them. So they're coming here tonight against an Anoka team, very aggressive on defense. The Cardinals are looking to see if they can keep this game tight and keep this game a low-scoring contest.
Well, for Coon Rapids, it seems they fix one problem and another one breaks loose. Last week, penalties were just left and right. Didn't give up quite as many big, long plays, but their penalties destroyed them in their offense. Couldn't get going, and you get the injury to Tunsky, who has looked good when he's had the ball, and it sounds like that's an injury that's probably going to keep him on the sidelines the remainder of the season.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, be lucky to make it back by the first by the section. But you know, and you talked about penalties, and there were a lot of offsides last week, and Coach Young worked on that specifically this week in practice to avoid jumping the snap of the ball, and that's something the Cardinals are looking for, a little more discipline here, and they're going to try and cut down on those mental mistakes.
Anoka will have the first possession here. Cardinal cross-country team delivering the game ball. They ran all the way from Anoka to bring it over. Blake Ackerman ready to get this one underway. D-backs for Anoka are Ryan Wesp and Nathan Becker.
Coach Young feels that the Cardinals have maybe the strength in the special teams department. They're going to try and use that matchup as well tonight to their advantage.
Cardinals squib it down the right side, and whistles blow.
You're going to have to re-kick that one.
False start.
Yeah.
They're going to back him up.
So when we just talked about mental mistakes, there's the first one of the game on the opening kickoff for Coon Rapids.
So we'll back up and we'll try it again. We'll see if the Cardinals decide to squib it again. But I'll tell you what, you get to the third level on the near sideline, and that's only nigh. That might not be the one you want to kick it to.
No.
Ackerman again, a low line drive, rolling, bounces away from Nye, scoops it up at about the 27, looks for a wedge on the right hash mark, bounces off of first contact out across the 40, continues to drive, and will get out as far as the 41, maybe the 42. In a really good field position for the Tornadoes to start.
You know, and he's not a big young man, certainly. Talk about the starters.
There's a look at the big guys up front. Heifert, Geese, Frankfurth, Menard, and Weiser. Wide receiver Chase Miller. Tight end is P.J. Lombard. Another receiver, Kaylor Simon. Oli Nye in the backfield with Nathan Becker, and Tweitbach is the quarterback, and he's chased out of the pocket, gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Tornadoes looking to pass. Good coverage downfield by the Cardinal defense, and the Cardinals defensively, as you talk about them.
Lyons, Kauk, and Urias up front. Linebackers Ness, Ryle, and Bothwell. Secondary Cooper, Merkel, Shrippy, and Shrippy. Handoff goes to Nye. He's bottled up in the backfield and will be dropped for a loss. First two plays go backwards for the Tornadoes.
Eric Lyons, I was just going to mention Eric Lyons, number 72, had a nice game last week. We called him out. We called his name a number of times last week, getting the start at defensive end here this evening, and he's a big young man.
3rd and 12, they go back out of the shotgun. Tweitbach's handoff. Nye squares his shoulders, gets back just across the original line of scrimmage, but is stopped there. And good stand by the Cardinals as they give up just a yard on 3 plays.
Not a better way for this Cardinal defense to start the first drive of the game is to force Anoka to go 3 and out. And that's exactly what Coon Rapids wanted to do to start this game. And they want to be able to play strong defense here tonight, especially against this good running game.
High punt, not very deep. It'll bounce and start to bounce in Coon Rapids' favor. It's down right at the 35-yard line, and that's where the Cardinals will take over.
An opportunity. And, Cody Kovalenko, who we thought was not going to play tonight, is out there. And that's a big plus for the Cardinals because he's a tough guy to bring down.
Gilliard, Lure, Mandyke, Getz, and Kauk are the linemen. Wide receiver Avery Lehman, Cameron Geyer. The full halfback is Adam Ness. Brandon Martin, the quarterback, Al Thompson, and Brandon Cooper. And, of course, as you mentioned, The fullback in there right now is Cody
Yeah, in
Kovalenko.
place of
Martin
Ness.
wants to throw. First down, does complete. A gain of about 8 yards to Al Thompson.
Martin took a big hit at the end of that play, but did a nice job of getting the ball away quickly. Quick release, and Thompson doing a nice job of running after the catch.
Give him 9 yards on the carry out to the 44. The pass, Rodman, Friedrich, Hanson, Nye, Wilbur, Smith, the secondary, West, Petrick, Miller, and Baumgartner. Handoff goes to Cooper running left. He's got a first down close to midfield, and the Cardinals moving the chains.
And again, just a nice job up front, running a path for him. Brandon Cooper with some nice speed, able to gain the edge, pick up that first down. Baumgartner on the tackle for Anoka. But the Cardinals get their first down of the game quickly here this evening.
6-yard gain on the carry for Cooper. He's the deep back behind Kovalenko. Kovalenko will get the carry up the middle and plow forward for a gain of 3 into Anoka territory.
Again, he's got that force up the middle. Nice tackle by Nye, DJ Nye. And also Jacob Bastian as well for the Tornadoes.
Cortez Jackson in the game as well, who we also did not expect to see tonight.
Well, I was told there's a good chance he wasn't going to play, but it's certainly good to see him.
Goes to Kovalenko, the up back. He spins. Oh, that's not.
That's not Kovalenko.
That's Ness.
And Jackson coming out of the lineup just as quickly as he came in. He wasn't 100% healthy coming into the game. They certainly could use him, no doubt.
It'll be third and 4 from the Anoka 44. Fake the pitch. Martin rolling as pressure from behind. Throws pass complete. Cooper has a first down. Tripped up and heads out of bounds at about the 23-yard line.
Oh, nice job. He's being pressured by Sam Smith from behind. You can see Sam Smith trying to run into your picture, but gets rid of the ball quickly to Cooper. Brandon able to extend it, pick up the first down.
11-yard pickup. Sets up 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll stay I formation. The split back on the left. They're rolling that way. Flag right at the line. Martin looking for room. Will get around the corner and out of bounds after a gain of about 3 or 4, but this one's going to come back.
Yeah, that's a hold. You could see it. Holding on the Cardinals, so that'll march him back. Chuck Kroll, our referee here this evening.
The flag is a yard behind the original line of scrimmage, so if they mark it from the flag, the spot of the foul, it'll be 1st and 21, but now it looks like he's marking it off right at the line of scrimmage.
Offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
So it puts them in a 1st and long situation, certainly not what they wanted to be in after picking up that first down. Now you see Cortez Jackson back in the lineup as well for the Cardinals.
Well, we were right about one thing. It has been a running back by committee.
Yes.
That much we got right.
We just weren't sure on the committee.
Quick throw left side, complete to Cooper. Heads up field, hit hard as he gets close to the 40. Short gain on 1st and 20. He'll set up 2nd and very long.
That play did not fool the Anoka defense. You're going to throw it outside to Cooper, but you see a couple of white jerseys coming to the picture quickly to stop him before that short gain.
2 yards makes it 2nd and 18. Two receivers left side, one right. And all kinds of movement.
And those are some of the things that Coach Young was preaching in practice this week.
Third penalty against Coon Rapids already.
And that one specifically because they had so many movement penalties last week. Movement and offsides.
5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
They're going the wrong way. And these are some of the situations we talked about. They get themselves in second and third and very long. Makes it difficult for this team to get out of it.
So now 2nd and 23, ball back at the 46. Play action, Martin throws right, pass complete to Cooper. Has room along the sideline and gets his way close to the 26. Big gain will set up a 3rd and manageable.
Well, you know, Martin felt the pressure, but he did a nice job of releasing it just when he needed to.
Just out of reach of the cornerback who was looking for the pick. That was Dalton Miller, and that gave Cooper some room once he turned around to hit that corner.
You know, if I only had a telestrator, I would definitely circle that young man. I'll do it anyway.
3rd and 3 from the 26.
Is there one in the budget?
Ooh, big hit and a hammering sack by Sam Smith.
Yeah, Sam Smith, again, was coming around the edge a couple plays previous to that, and Martin able to get away from it. That time, nobody there to pick up a block. And Sam Smith going to put him in a tough situation now. 4th and long.
4th and 9 back at the 32. Loss of 6. Obvious 4-down territory here. 6:25 to play first quarter. Martin trying to draw the Tornadoes offside. Can't get him to jump and will now take a timeout, and they'll talk about it.
After a promising drive, a long penalty put him in deep territory, but a nice recovery by a nice pass to Cooper. Then that sack took him out of a 3rd and short. Now they're at 4th and long. Cardinals definitely, Joe, would love to come away with some points here on their first offensive series. Especially on home, any night, obviously, but especially on homecoming. Great crowd. Great crowd on both sides.
Yeah, people streaming in more than an hour before the game.
Well, they heard you were doing an autograph signing. Well, much to their disappointment, they couldn't find the table.
Fans party rocking on the homecoming sideline. Tornado is party rocking.
Yeah, he's getting excited. Not sure what that is at the top of his so-called head.
Funnel.
Well, I know
that's
the funnel.
It's a lightning bolt.
It's a lightning bolt. Okay.
All right, here we go. 4th and 9 for the Cardinals. Straight drop. Martin throws right high, airing it out. Incomplete. A good play defensively by West to get a hand on it. He had Avery Lehman streaking down the sidelines, but West, with good coverage, breaks it up.
Well, in a nice pass, he put some air underneath it, but again, it's right there. West got a hand on it. If he weren't able to tip that ball, I believe that would have been a catch and a score for the Cardinals.
Well, the Tornadoes started from their own 41 and made it as far as the 42 on their opening possession. Now they'll start from their own 32, and they'll start out of the pistol. Handoff goes up the middle, a good hole to get Nye started, and he's out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 5.
Well, that's what they're going to want to do again. Just feed Nye the football and develop that run game, because it'll open up other aspects of your offense.
Becker will get the carry running around the right. No, they faked it to him. They gave it to Nye up the middle. He's
got the first.
Going to have the first down with forward progression.
Yeah, again, they're going to try and test the middle of that Cardinal defense with Nye. I mean, that's their bread and butter. And a mess for Coon Rapids. One of the Cardinals in on the tackle.
Well, Coon Rapids able to bring good pressure at the point of attack on the opening possession. See if they can do it again here. Back-to-back 5-yard carries for Nye, and here he goes again. This time he's got more. Spins across the center field stripe, and a pickup of 8 into Cardinal territory.
Oh, they couldn't get that running game going on their first drive, but they certainly have here so far. Brad Ryle trippy in on the tackle.
Second and is short, 2. Handoff goes to Ali Nye again. He's going to have a first down after a gain of about 3 more.
You see, he's averaging, we talked about in the beginning, averaging almost 4 yards per carry. And good blocking up front, and just a good leg push to pick up some additional yardage by Nye. When there are red jerseys around him, he just wouldn't be brought down.
They'll try him again. This time spins away from first contact, and he's going to pick up about 4 more.
The Tornadoes will be happy just trying to push that ball down the field.
Five straight carries by Nye on this possession. And let's try number 6 off the left tackle. Not a lot there, maybe 2 more. Bring up third and about 5.
We'll see again, just pounding the ball with Nye. Good job by the Cardinal defense to close that hole quickly.
4 receivers in the game. Fight back out of the shotgun. Nye in the backfield with him. Now he sprints out to the right. He'll get the catch on that right side. A blocker is there, but then he knocked the blocker off and is stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard gain.
Oh, there's some
clear movement.
Yeah,
I was going to say something,
yeah,
but
no, nothing called. But a nice stop nonetheless on third down to force a punting situation. That's two series in a row. Defense have come up and made a stop.
Good punt. It'll bounce and take an Anoka roll, and it'll be down inside the 10.
Long field for the Cardinals to start this next drive.
A lot of field in front of them. Ball marked at the 7-yard line. 3:03 remaining here in the first quarter. Well, the offense got going a little bit before penalties stalled them out in Anoka territory. See if they can have similar success here. And Anoka knew they were coming at him up the middle because of where they are on the field, and Cooper is stopped for a loss.
Yeah, again, trying to test that middle of the Anoka defense. But you're right, Joe. They knew coming up to this place in the field, they're going to try and run it up the gut and get some yardage behind them, some real estate behind them, so they have a little more field to work with.
Loss of 2 sets up 2nd and 12 from their own 5-yard line. Cortez Jackson is the deep back. Handoff will go to the up back Ness. And he's going to gain maybe a yard.
Yeah, again, not much there. Now 3rd and very long, in a very tough spot of the field, because certainly if their drive stalls here, you're going to force Martin to punt from deep in the end zone. Approaching the 2-minute mark here, remaining in the first quarter.
Well, we know they've had a few troubles.
They have.
With the long snap. I believe it was out of this very end zone.
It was definitely out of this very end zone.
Gave up the safety a couple weeks back.
There's movement. That doesn't do any good.
Well, so
that'll march them back. And again, frustrating penalties.
Offense. That penalty is half the distance to the goal. 3rd down.
And frustrating penalties for the Cardinals. And again, watch the coaching staff's faces on that. They know they can't afford to give up penalties, especially at that spot in the field. You see a little bit of rain starting to fall.
Yeah, and it had rained earlier in the day, so the field already wet. And it has been misting on and off the last couple of hours. Cardinals backed up here, 3rd and 14 from their own 3-yard line. And a run up the middle goes nowhere. Goes back. They move backwards.
Yeah, you know, and now it's a really difficult situation to punt from, because you're going to have to stand right at the back of your end zone and try and get a nice punt away. Rodman's tackling Ness on that play. As definitely running back by committee. As you see Martin looking to make sure he knows where the end of that end zone is before he receives this snap. And we'll see if they've solved some of their long snapping issues they had earlier. And now we're getting late to get a player in. Let's hope they don't get called for this.
It's a good snap, but a lot of pressure as he got that one off. It's going to take a Coon Rapids bounce. Becker will field it at the Cardinal 46, and he's got room down the sideline. Stood up and taken out of bounds at about the 32.
A great field position for Anoka to start this drive. Just 33 seconds left in the quarter, but great spot in the field to see if they can get their first points of the contest. Anytime you get a short field like that, you got to try and take advantage of it.
Just 33 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. No score yet. Anoka takes over. Its 3rd possession. First 2 have ended in punts. Out of the pistol, Tweitbach will hand off, and tripped up is Nye as he hits the line. He's to the 31, a gain of 3.
Yeah, I think he tripped on his own man.
Yeah, I think he was tripped up by his quarterback.
Yep.
Oh, no, off
there was the lineman.
Off the center.
Yep.
That'll happen. 2nd and 7. Handoff again to Nye. Big hole right side. He dives forward as a first down to the 22-yard line.
Oh, this is the spot in the field that Tornadoes are going to take advantage of with their ground game. And again, the Cardinals know it's coming. They just have to be stout, the point of attack. I think that'll be the last play of the quarter.
It will. We will go to the first break. No score between the Tornadoes and the Cardinals, but Anoka has it 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 23 when we start the second right after this on CTN.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
This has not left the building. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's more like Elvis at the end of his career.
What are you talking about at the end of his career? That's the great, the one and only King right there.
That's the King, all right.
So Tornado with a 1st and 10 from the 23 of Coon Rapids as we start this second quarter. No score.
You see head coach Jeff Berkley.
4 receivers in the game, and a handoff again to Nye running up the middle. He stood up after a short gain and stopped just shy at 20-yard line.
Oh, nice job by Brad Ryle just to stand him up for that short gain. But head coach, you said head coach Jeff Berkley's been the head coach for quite a while here. Anoka has done a nice job.
2nd and 8. Handoff to Nye. And he's going to push forward down to the 16, a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Heavy dose of Ali Nye, although he is going to get a breather here. I mean, look at him. He's just 5'7", 180, but he's tough to bring down.
3rd and 3. Handoff goes to Becker right side, and he's going to be short. He hurdled over the line.
Oh, no gain on the play, or maybe a yard.
Yeah, it'll be 4th and 2.
You see Adam Ness in your picture as well as Brad Warile. Big fourth down for the Cardinal defense here, Joe Yund.
Ball just inside the 15-yard line. It's a short 2 yards to get the first. Nye will get the carry. He will have the first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7, a gain of 8.
You know, Anoka is very big across the front, and they're doing a nice job winning this battle at the point of attack, pushing that defensive line forward. You can see, again, good blocking, just enough to pick up the first down, and then nice movement to get the additional yardage.
Again, Ollie Nye, this time he's hitting the backfield. A flag comes in from the defensive backfield.
We're going to march the Tornadoes back.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That'll set up 1st and goal from the 17.
They certainly don't waste any time getting a play in and getting it off.
3 receivers stacked up on the right side. Nolly is going to try and sweep around that end, and he does. Big hole, dives forward down at about the 3.
You're going to see him gain that edge. Does a nice job of turning it upfield. Shakes off a couple of tackles, but you see his foot go out of bounds.
Well, he's marked at the 3, 2nd and goal. Handoff, touchdown, Ollie Nye.
Nice job on the right side of that offensive line. Jack Menard and Jacob Wazer leading the way, 230 and 265 respectively. Some big young men on that right side of the line. Just a good job of controlling defensive front for the Cardinals. You win that battle, you win the line of scrimmage battle, and you certainly are going to score points, and that's what they do.
9 plays on that drive, 8 of them runs by Ollie Nye. Try some trickery.
I never understood that.
Now they will attempt the extra point kick. Connor Schaaf's kick is up. It is good, and Anoka leads 7-0.
A nice drive on a short field by the Tornadoes. Ollie Nye taking it in virtually untouched for the score. And as you mentioned, that the workhorse on that drive. I mean, good job. Just look at him push the defensive front 4 away.
8 carries for... Wait, I was going to say 8 carries for 34, but you know what? There's an extra 10 in there. So 8 carries for 44 yards on that drive and the touchdown.
It's efficient. Fans across the way happy with the first score of the evening.
I take that back. 8 carries for 43 yards. Because Becker had the 1 carry for 1
right,
yard.
That's true. Okay.
$43 yards rushing on a 34-yard drive, though.
Where's my...
There we go again.
There we go again.
We're going to keep getting that in.
9 plays, 2:23 off the clock.
It's 34 yards, not 66.
34 yards, correct. Let's see if the Cardinals, Joe, can answer offensively here.
Well, they got to get out of their own way.
They do.
I mean, you know, we talked about it right away. Penalties are what killed them last week, and it's already done some serious damage to their offense so far tonight. Gary Weber with the kick. Back at about the 7. It's taken by Avery Lehman. He'll get across the 20, close to the 23-yard line.
A big stick by the special teams for Anoka to keep him just over the 20.
Well, a little bit better field position than their last offensive series where they started from their own 7.
Dante Perkins now behind center for Coon Rapids.
Cooper is the deep back.
There's movement on.
Yeah, this one's going to go against Anoka.
Yep.
All kinds of laundry on the field.
Offense.
No, it's going against Coon Rapids.
First down.
Did I mention that they got to stay away from the penalty trouble?
I think we've been mentioning it all evening long so far.
If we stop talking about it, will it stop happening?
I think we should.
Oh my goodness. So how's the weather?
Well, you know, it's a little overcast and there's a bit of a drizzle, but I think it's stopping a little bit. And they opened a new dog park by my house.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. First down.
Are you saying you want a dog for your birthday?
Maybe.
Maybe we should have a contest. What type of pooch should Shapiro get for the dog park? So 1st and 20. Perkins pitches to Cooper running right, cuts back, finds a seam, and gets a good gain. Cuts back some more and finds open territory. Perkins downfield and chip a block. Across midfield, cuts back again. Inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. A flag sitting near midfield.
It might be a block in the back against. We'll see if we can see it. But a great run nonetheless by Cooper. He did a great job of accelerating upfield, getting past the defender. And it's against Coon Rapids, I believe.
Yeah, but at least it will be marked off from the spot of the foul, so the Cardinals will still have a first down.
You know, and that block in the back came at a point where it didn't even need to be made. He was Cooper wasn't even close to where that was called.
No, he had 50 yards on the carry, but the last 12 were after the flag. So plus the 10 yards. So it's about a 22-yard penalty, taking them back to their own 40-yard line. Straight drop. Perkins has some time. Now rolls to his left. Pressured a little bit. Fakes. Now finds room on the outside. And is driven out of bounds after a gain of a couple.
A good vision by Perkins as well. You can see does a nice job to fake to the outside. Tries to get around, but pick up the positive yardage.
Second and 7, pitch goes to Cooper running right. He's got some blockers out in front of him, trying to find the corner. Hit and still trying to find extra yardage. He's going to be short of the first down, but it'll be third and manageable for sure.
Again, Baumgartner on the tackle, but yeah, Cooper just trying to gain that edge. He's looking to get around, shakes the tackle there, but Baumgartner coming to your picture and making sure he held on, bring Cooper down, make it third and short.
Be 3rd and 3 from the 47-yard line. 9:26 on the clock here in the second quarter. Coon Rapids trailing Anoka 7-0. I formation again. Pitch running left and looking for room is Cooper. Stretches forward. He's still short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 2.
We have a injured Tornado. You're going to see him come into your picture.
Nice adjustment by Ryan West to turn and make the tackle. That's David Smith, who is down.
Definitely looks like a leg injury. I'm not sure if it's an ankle. the way he was holding his leg.
In some obvious pain.
Yes.
That is never a good thing. We will take a short break while he is attended to, and we'll be back with more of the second quarter after this. You're watching live high school football on CTN.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
There you see Smith being helped off to the sideline, putting absolutely no pressure on that left leg, and that is not a good sign for the Anoka Tornadoes. Cardinals forced to punt here with 4th and short near midfield, and a high snap over the head of Brandon Martin. He recovers it back at the 20, rolls out, looking to throw, now looking to run. Got a block, needs one more. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe even gain a yard. But he took disaster and turned it into almost getting it upfield far enough to get the first down.
Yeah, he really did. He did a nice job of trying to recover and gain that first down. But look at that snap. Well over Martin's head. A couple of defenders there, but Martin does a good job of looking where his blockers were and then reversing field.
Just needed one more block, but Ryan West was not to be denied. He stops him up right at the original line of scrimmage. And Anoka will take over in Coon Rapids territory again. 1st and 10 from the 48. Lots of time for Tweitbach. Throws, passes. Caught? Wow.
There's no way he caught that football. Let's see if we can see it again.
This pass was well behind Riley Reich, but they call it a complete pass. Yeah, there is no way.
Let's see, we get a much better view here.
Wow.
No, it's on the ground. That's where's the red flag?
8-yard gain sets up 2nd and 2. Handoff, and that did not work. David Smith swallowed up in the backfield. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Nye.
Eric Lyons again coming in your picture and bringing him down for a loss. Now puts him in 3rd in a little bit of a long situation.
3rd and about 6. Out of the shotgun is Tweitbach. Looks to his left. Stays over there, rolls that way, pressured and sacked. A big loss back into Anoka territory.
That's Jack Scheck for the Cardinals. Watch number 55 just come through in your picture. Quebec had no opportunity to get rid of that football. And a nice defensive stand for the Coon Rapids Cardinals.
4th and 17. They'll punt this one away. After getting the call in their favor on the catch on 1st down. This is a lone line drive. It'll take an Anoka bounce, though. And West is going to down it at about the 26-yard line.
Good job by the defense to eliminate any other opportunity for the Tornadoes with pretty good field position. After Martin almost got that first down on the punt previous.
Well, flag on the field, so don't mark the 26 as the starting point for this offensive possession. Ball, the flag is on the field right near the Coon Rapids 35-yard line, so that would mean probably illegal block or illegal use of the hands by Coon Rapids, backing them up even further.
We'll see what our referee has to say.
Oh, they're pointing toward Anoka.
Personal foul on the white. 15-yard penalty from the end of the kick.
That's a big one.
First down.
15 yards from the end of the kick. And that'll give the Cardinals excellent field position here with 7 minutes remaining.
The 41 instead of the 26. But they need to be able to move.
They do.
Martin back in as the quarterback. He'll have Cortez Jackson, the deep back. Ness is in at the fullback. Pitch goes to Cortez, looking for room. Around the right side, can't get the shoulders squared. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now, Cortez had a great game in opening week against Hopkins, and then he'd been dealing with a little bit of an injury. Hasn't really got his game going since then. But he's a good running back. .23 carries, 130 yards last year against Anoka for Cortez Jackson.
Well, that's his first carry of the evening, no gain. 2nd and 10. And now it'll be Kovalenko as the deep back. No, it isn't, but the handoff goes to Ness. That's Tyler Sinnell was the deep back.
He'll get a yard. So it'll be 3rd and long now for the Cardinals. They definitely do not want this drive to stall.
Well, I think it needs to move before it can stall, technically.
Well, they've moved a yard. 1 of 4 on 3rd down for Coon Rapids.
Quick receiver screen goes to Cooper, trying to get to the outside, and does, and he'll have a first down into Anoka territory, and a late hit is going to give Coon Rapids 15 more. He does do a nice job of making people miss. Got a little help on the block.
There's a flag.
Yeah, this is going to be a late hit.
Yep. And what that'll do for the Cardinals is now give them, again, really good field position. They'll march this one back after the late hit.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle on the defense. 15 yards to the end of the run.
A great field position, Joe.
Got to put the ball at the Anoka 32-yard line.
Nice little block on the edge, making sure there wasn't an infraction. And there you see the tackle at the end of that play to add those 15 yards additionally on. You know, I think it's really important Coon Rapids put the ball in the end zone. They need some confidence on that side of the ball. Didn't score last week.
Timeout Anoka, 5:23 on the clock. Yeah, a whole week without a score for the Cardinals. And this, of course, as we've talked about, their homecoming game, a rivalry game. And really, as you look at it, the start of the second half of the season, they need something positive to happen. And you know who looms in the final 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. And they go next week to Andover. And then they go to Osseo, and then they finish the season here at home against Totino Grace. Doesn't get any easier for them, quite obviously.
No, and as much as Coach Young talks about he doesn't know who the next opponent is, he focuses 1 week at a time. He's well aware that Osseo and Totino Grace finish out his regular season. And I'm sure everyone in red on the sidelines understands that as well.
Yep, absolutely, not without a doubt.
Hi, Lily. That's Lily.
I think you were just, I didn't think you were just making up names, but you never know.
And yeah, you talk about a possession that they must get to pay off.
They
They've gotten extra hand, 30 extra yards on this one, thanks to thanks to Anoka penalties. And now 1st and 10 from the Tornado 32. Handoff Cooper trying to find room in the middle. Not a lot there. Spins forward for a gain of maybe a yard.
Cooper getting a lot of work here this evening for the Cardinals. I'll give him 2 yards on the carry.
Play action. Martin rolls out, has lots of room. He's got room to run, and he will. He'll get the first down, tripped up, and stopped. It looked kind of like helmet to helmet there at the end, very close to the 15-yard line. You definitely, if you're Anoka, don't want to give him yet another.
No, we'll see it right at the end.
Penalty.
It was right in front of an official, but yeah, definitely a lot of real estate in front of him. No,
it wasn't.
There was not.
We are a long way away, and our eyes are old. Yours more than mine.
Yeah, well, that's true.
1st and 10 from the 17, a 15-yard gain on the play for Martin. Pitch goes to Cooper, running left, trying to get around the corner, now cuts back, has a sea of red in front of him, and he's across the 15, close to the 14-yard line, a gain of about 3.
Well, again, good vision to cut back inside to pick up an additional yard or 2. He was trying to gain that edge, but it looked like he wasn't going to get there. And smartly saw a little bit of daylight in the middle.
Well, we saw the big gain that he had, 45, 50 yards. That's what he did. He was trying to sweep right and cut back against the grain, and he found his seam to run through. Handoff goes up the middle, and Ness goes nowhere. That play may have confused the Coon Rapids offense more than it confused the Anoka defense. It'll be 3rd and 7. So it'll be Ness in front of Cooper out of the eye of the backfield. Strong side right, handoff goes to Cooper up the middle. He's got the first down across the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Number 4 playing to Cooper. Cardinals brought down the play, 45.
Oh, he will not.
No,
have
he won't
the
have the first down. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th and 2.
Oh, they're going to say he got to the 10. Okay. 4th and 2.
So is those old eyes of yours.
Again. I was looking at the wrong marker. Trying to draw him off sides. The Tornadoes won't jump. A receiver either side for Brandon Martin on 4th down.
Well, they may have to take a time out here. They're taking a lot of time. Yeah, they're going to have to take a time out. This is too much time. I'm not sure if they had a little communication issue getting that play in once they didn't jump off sides. But you're better off calling a timeout here in this situation.
2:15 on the clock. Cardinals with 4th and a long 2 from the 10.
Yeah, definitely have to come away with points here. Have to come away. Cardinals will get the ball back to start the second half.
Well, taking advantage of opportunity.
You have to. I mean, you have to. This is a great ability to put some points on the board here. You're down, knocking on the door.
Well, it's been an inauspicious start of
Monday,
sorts
Tuesday.
For the fall season.
Late Saturday night.
We will be at I believe at Champlin Park.
Yes, on Monday for soccer.
Soccer doubleheader.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night we're going to do sports night. We think.
We hope.
That's the plan.
That's highlights Hennon's plan.
As of right now.
As long as he makes sure he gets some a little more tennis highlights on the show.
I formation again on 4th and 2. Handoff goes to Ness. He's going to keep fighting, and it looks like it's going to be
I think he has.
very, very
it depends where they spot it. Yeah, they
gave him.
They gave him. No, the Anoka defense is saying no.
I thought I saw an official.
I thought I did. No. Oh, wow.
First down, Anoka.
Wow. Well, you look at the bump here. Again, looked like. Yeah. You don't get much closer than that to crossing the stripe, and unfortunately they can't do it.
Well, you do get closer.
I said much closer. Much closer.
They didn't even need to bring out the chains.
Nope.
Anoka takes over 1st and 10 from their own 8. 2:08 to play here in the first half. They lead 7-0. Handoff goes to Ali Nye, trying to find some room, and stretches forward close to the 15-yard line.
Do you think Ali Nye is a science guy?
It's possible. 2nd and 3 from the 15. Handoff again to Nye, and be close to a first down. Not a lot there. Not going to get big chunks of yardage.
No.
Really, it's going to be short, so 3rd and 1 from the 17. Anoka 0 for on 3rd down so far tonight. But not anymore,
nope.
As Nye bullies his way across the right side of the line and out as far as the 21-yard line for a first down. But if you're Anoka and you want to put more points on the board before half, you really have to go to the air.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to. Fear the flock.
Throw left side. Becker wasn't even looking for it. Incomplete.
Again, you just throw a little flare out to the side. Not going to get a lot of yardage out of it.
And then again, you might.
Well, you never know.
But your receiver has to be
looking at the ball
for the ball.
Cardinals looking at trips with really only.
Handoff goes to Nye, trying to get around that right side, cuts back and gets hit hard and driven out of bounds. That will stop the clock. Fans
McCoy
liked
Merkel.
it.
Big hit by Merkel. We haven't called his number much this evening. We've called it quite a bit during the last number of games. Last week he had 20 tackles.
Third and 8 out of the shotgun. Tweitbach has time. Now steps up. He's going to run it. And he's going to be dragged down at the 30-yard line, shy of a first down. Coon Rapids will take a timeout.
Nice crowd here for homecoming.
They signaled timeout Anoka, but that is a Coon Rapids timeout to be certain. Unless Anoka's playing from the type of playbook I don't even know about.
Well, you never know. Just 43 ticks remaining. Cardinals looking for something big to happen on special teams here with just short time remaining till the break.
Hetrick standing at his own 15-yard line. Cooper back deep to return. Good snap. Hetrick gets off a high punt, not very deep. This will bounce at about the 42 and take an Anoka roll down to about the 39-yard line.
Not much time for the Cardinals to get anything done offensively here before the half. 33 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, there's 61 yards and 33 seconds. They have one timeout remaining. Martin under center, the I formation behind him, and officials timeout.
Not sure what they called that timeout for. Are they checking if the football was inflated properly?
Pitch goes to Cooper, running right, cuts back, finds a little bit of a hole. Will lean forward, a gain of about 7, but with this little time, that's not the kind of yardage you need to pick up.
No, and the clock continues to run, so yeah, you're not going to get out of bounds. You're not going to stop the clock. You're not going to call timeout. It's just a situation where you'll go to the break, trailing 7-0. I believe that was the same situation against Champlain Park.
And that is the situation we will have at homecoming. Just one score on the board. It's for the Anoka Tornadoes and their big running back, Ali Nye. Other than that, a defensive battle. We'll be back with first half stats and highlights after this. You're watching live high school football on CTN.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
give it up for our world-winning Coon Rapids Mercy, Cardinals and Coon. Coon Rapids Marching Cardinals have a long tradition of excellence and are part of a band program featuring 3 concert bands, 2 jazz bands, a band, a pit orchestra, and several other small ensembles.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick, Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. 'Cause we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at the Cardinals Sports Complex, halftime of this homecoming contest. Coon Rapids holding tough, but still scoreless through the last game and a half now.
Yeah, and they had a great opportunity towards the end of that half. They just couldn't push it in, stopped on fourth down. You know, they'll get the ball to start this second half, and I think they want to do some of the same. Defense has been pretty impressive for the Cardinals, coming up big a couple of times during that first half.
Yeah, and Anoka has one very big weapon, and they have used him a lot. And they have the Cardinal defense has been able to stop number 22 for the most part. Coon Rapids has been moving the ball around. Brandon Cooper doing most of the damage, both running the ball and receiving the ball as well. But Ali Nye has been impressive for the Anoka Tornadoes on that scoring drive. 8 of the 9 plays were carries by Nye. And the Cardinal defense has been swarming and come up with a big sack there. Lost a lot of yardage on that one. And talk about Brandon Cooper. He's made a number of big plays. And unfortunately, as you talked about, they added in deep, 4th down and short. They gave it to Ness up the middle. He came up short and turned it over on downs at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, you look at statistically, Cardinals outgaining Anoka, but trailing by a score of 7-0. 6 penalties, 38 yards. Again, too many infractions for the coaching staff. But again, Cardinals just have to come back here in the second half and continue to play well. And they're obviously right in this one.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, they will have the first chance on offense when we start the second half, and we will kick it off next on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
You can see the rain starting to come down a little bit harder here at the Cardinals Sports Complex as we get set to start the second half. Tornadoes with a 7-0 lead.
And we talked about Cardinals will start with the ball.
And they have been able to move the ball just about every time. They had the one possession they started deep in their own end that they were not able to move much. But other than that, they pretty much moved the ball and just not able to finish, in part because of all the penalties.
Average field position to start a drive for Coon Rapids is the 29. Thank you, Harley Schultz.
What's Anoka's starting field position average? It's got to be close to midfield.
For Anoka's,
yeah, the 40.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because they've had a couple possessions start in Coon Rapids territory. Of course, they also started from their own 7-yard line too. Kick taken by Cooper, looking for room in the middle, tried to cut outside, ran away from one tackle, somehow got away. He's got one blocker out in front of him, trying to cut back and find some more. Out across midfield, good return by Brandon Cooper.
Brandon Cooper has had a very nice evening here for the Cardinals. Again, does a nice job, gets the ball on the bounce, and then he's watching reverse field. He's going to go to his right. And then cut back again.
Yeah, that was the one where he kind of just pulled his arm away, and all of a sudden, the guys from the left side or the near side of the field had kind of collapsed, thinking he was contained, and that allowed him to find some room around the edge. But Anoka doing a nice job of recovering and at least keeping him from taking it the distance. Cardinals start from midfield, 1st and 10. Martin on play action, steps up, is taken down and sacked, a loss of 4.
That's Sam Smith again. He's been active defensively for Anoka. He's coming around and brings down Martin for a loss. Again, initially good protection, but nobody able to pick up Smith.
And once he got a mitt on Martin, he wasn't going to let go. Pitch goes to Martin, running right, tried to cut back up. Cooper, rather. Martin pitched to Cooper.
Well, they're going to lose some additional yardage on that.
Miller doing a nice job of penetrating and then getting the ankles. They've gone backwards on the first 2 plays. It'll be 3rd and 15. That was not the game plan coming out of the locker room.
I don't believe so. I don't believe so. That just makes it so much more difficult for themselves on a 3rd and long, really long situation.
3rd and 15. Fake the pitch. Miller rolls to it. Martin rolls to his left. Chased out of bounds and tossed to the ground, and that'll give him a free first down.
That's a
Smith,
foolish.
that was just silly.
This foolish penalty. You stopped him.
And I mean, he's 3 or 4 steps out of bounds before he takes him to the ground. And that, penalties for both teams have been a bit of an Achilles heel in this contest, and more so for Anoka with the big ones.
Yeah, they've had a number of big ones.
It's been the 15-yard personal fouls.
Well, on that last drive of the first half of the Cardinals,
and this one, they were about to get the
penalties.
football back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals from the Anoka 38.
Officials are conferring with Coach Berkeley on the other side.
A little clarification as to the nature of the infraction. And I think the only argument you may possibly have from the Anoka side is that it was momentum and there wasn't much else he could have done. Handoff goes to Brandon Cooper, trying to cut back, dives forward across the 35. Gain of about 3.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, that's what he was looking for, just the proper clarification on that. But quick give to Cooper, not much there. Sam Smith again on the tackle for Anoka.
He's been around the ball a lot. 2nd and 6 from the 34. Straight drop. Martin throws right, pass bobbled but completed to Cooper, and he's hit hard right at the first down marker.
He's gonna be a little short. But boy, that was a nice catch. Again, bobbling that football, but great tackle there.
Yeah, Baumgartner definitely not going to let him get away and pick up extra yards after the catch. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 29. Handoff goes to Cooper. He's got the first down as he falls forward to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, nice job of the offensive line for the Cardinals, able to open up a bit of a hole for Cooper to get through and extend this drive. Keep it going. You know, we've seen this before a couple of times tonight. Unfortunately, the Cardinals haven't been able to cross the stripe. Looking to do so here on their first drive of the second half.
Six quarters without a score for the Cardinals. Play action, Martin rolling to his left. Gets the blocking he needs, throws, pass complete, and a first down to the 10-yard line. Jared Crawford with the reception.
Crawford, another one of those players that were iffy for tonight, but glad to see him in there. Again, Martin had some room to run if he had wanted to, but saw Crawford coming across. Nice little throw across the middle. Able to pick up another first down.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 10. Cooper's in the slot. Martin trying to run away from the pressure, but dragged down by the sack by Jordan Hansen.
Hansen just doing a nice job of staying with Martin, making sure he's not going to get away from him. And again, now it makes itself more difficult for the Cardinals here. Loss of 5, maybe 6.
6, 1st and goal from the 16. Or 2nd and goal, I should say. They don't get the down back.
No, they do not. As much as they'd like to.
It's not how the game works.
You know, unless they change the rules midstream.
A second and goal, quick drop, throws, pass complete to Cooper on the far side, and he's quickly gang tackled at about the 8-yard line, a gain of 8. Third and goal.
That was Crawford.
That was Crawford on the catch.
That was Crawford. The quick throw outside to Crawford. Try and cut it up the middle. Good again. Good tap. Baumgartner right there.
I don't know why I try and watch the action on the field. I should just watch our beautiful high-definition monitor that we have here in front of us. Years of using a very small black and white fuzzy monitor.
For years we had that when we first started.
Third and goal, fake the pitch. Martin tried to roll, batted and picked off. Wow. It was Crawford that got a piece of it, and a diving catch by Dalton Miller.
Well, you got to give Dalton Miller so much credit. What a great defensive play. As you mentioned, batted away, but what presence and awareness to pick this ball off. You're going to see just a quick little throw. There's the block, and boy, what a nice interception.
And a huge stop for the Anoka defense.
And now your defense has to come back there if you're Coon Rapids, and then just, you know, again, lost momentum by the offense. You got to come back and continue to play the way you have been playing here tonight.
Anoka starts from its own 22-yard line. Handoff goes to Becker running around the right, cuts back it upfield across the 25 to the 26, a gain of 4.
Spencer Howe on the tackle for Coon Rapids.
Tweitbach out of the shotgun, or out of the pistol. Hands off to Nye. He hits the line, but doesn't go very far as the Cardinals stand him up right at the 30-yard line. A gain of a couple more. It'll be third down.
Yeah, Cardinals wrestled the ball away, but it was well after the play had stopped. Now again, the workhorse. Whorehouse.
Handoff again goes to Nye. He'll have the first down out to the 34-yard line.
They continue to pound the ball at the Cardinals' front 4.
Well, until the Cardinals figure out how to stop number 22 consistently, he's picking up 4 yards a carry.
Easily.
You just keep giving him the ball.
Without a doubt. It's working for him. Keep doing it.
And here he comes again, looking for room off tackle to the left. And he's going to pick up about 3 more. Good second effort. Might get him even as far as 5 yards.
Well, again, you know, just a nice job of keeping his legs moving.
Out of the shotgun, handoff goes to Becker this time, cuts back inside and ahead to the 43. Set up a 3rd and short.
Jack Scheck on the tackle for the Cardinals, but again, not before you make it a 3rd and short situation for the Tornadoes. A little trouble getting your lineup set for Anoka.
They've got trips right side. Single receiver on the left. Oh, they gave him the first down.
Did.
That was a generous spot?
Yeah, it was.
Bad spot? I don't know. Something. Oof. They just picked him up off the ground. That's how you stop his legs from moving.
Yeah,
you pick them up off the ground.
Exactly. He's got nowhere to go when his legs are not touching the turf.
Still a 3-yard gain for Nye. Out to the 47.
That was Brad Ryle. And Ryle and Scheck together.
Fake to give deny. Pitch goes to Becker running around the left side. He's tripped up right near midfield. The flag flies on the near side as a couple of players well away from the play were tangled up along the Coon Rapids sideline.
I'm not sure who they called that infraction on. It was between those two players. I think it may go against the Cardinals.
Was almost clearly on the entire other side of the field from where the play was.
I wasn't even looking. I was looking at the ball carrier.
I just saw,
I saw in front of us, and I just
saw the flag fly,
yep.
And then saw the two guys separating and heading back to the field.
Our officials confirming. Let's see if we can see at the bottom of our screen. There you see pushing and shoving there, but it's going to go out of our picture. We're not going to see what happened.
Well, as of right now, the ball's placed at the 49, which would make it a 3rd and about 3. Rain picking up even more here as we get
They're waving
late
off the
in the third
flag.
quarter. So no flag, so it will be 3rd and 3 from the Cardinal 49. Skies have opened up. Umbrellas popping open.
Yeah, it's starting to come down.
Handoff goes to Nye, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down.
Yeah, he'll be about a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards short. Eric Lyons again on the tackle for Coon Rapids. He's had a couple of good games back to back. Been very active.
4th and a long 1, short 2, and the Tornadoes line up to go for it. Big play for the Anoka offense and the Coon Rapids defense. Out of the pistol, handoff goes to Nye. Oh, and he's going to be close.
I think he's got it. Well, depends which
far
official.
Side, yeah, far side. Far side official is giving it to him. Near side official is much closer. And it is a first down. Ball just outside the Coon Rapids 45-yard line. 4 receivers in the game for Anoka. Out of the shotgun, handoff goes to Becker, trying to sweep right. Cardinals sniff it out and stop him for a loss. Does Ness on the stop.
Yep. Again, look at Adam Ness coming in your picture. Fight off a block. Then he's going to go low. Make sure he grabs the ankles and brings him down for the loss.
Loss of 3 makes it 2nd and 13. Again, Tweitbach out of the shotgun. Looks to his left, throws quickly, complete to Becker. Becker shakes a guy, gets around the corner, and a lot of room down the sidelines, tripped up inside the 25, and that was a touchdown saving tackle right there.
Yeah, big play to the outside for Anoka. Again, Merkel's going to bring him down, but not before he picks up some nice yardage. Watch him put a move. Trippy right there, and he's going to gain the edge.
Well, I think that's their longest play from scrimmage of the season, of the game. "27 yards, sets up 1st and 10 from the 21. 2 men in the backfield with Tweitbach out of the shotgun. Send 1 man in motion right to left, and there's movement.
And a marching back 5.
Full start. Offense. Still first down.
The umbrella's out.
1st and 15 now. Becker is the man in motion. He's going to come back and take the handoff, running left. Finds a corner, dives forward, and is going to gain about 6 to the 20-yard line.
Jack Scheck on the tackle for Coon Rapids.
Second and 9. Handoff goes to Nye, and he's going to be stood up just after the line of scrimmage and driven back by Lyons. Gain of about a yard.
Scheck and Lyons, too. The good momentum by Scheck there to bring him, push him back, and Lyons finished him off.
Be 3rd and 8 from the 19. Dwight Block rolling to his right. Cardinals bringing pressure, pulled it down, now throws complete to Becker, dragged out of bounds near the 15. It'll be 4th and about 4.
He did a good enough job just to wait to the last minute before he released the pass. You see the throw to Becker. Can just release it as Ryle was right on him.
And good coverage there by Ness, making sure there was going to be no extra yardage for a speedy and dangerous receiver. So another 4th down on this drive. They're going to try the field goal here. This will be a 30-yard try for Connor Schaff. Schaff's kick, I don't know if they got a piece of it, but it wasn't even close.
Well, Cardinals dodge a bit of a bullet with an opportunity. It looked like Anoka was going to go in for another score, but solid defense, then a missed field goal leaves it 7-0.
On a very long drive, comes up empty for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, you see it again. Let's see if they got a piece of that, Joe.
I mean, it came out ugly.
No,
he just kicked it ugly.
I wish I had a illustrator. I could circle
all of these young men
yes.
who pass the sign around, make sure that everyone gets circled by the Holster. Handoff goes to Cooper. Somehow he escapes all of that pressure and stretches forward and should have a 1st down.
Boy, he has been the reason that the Cardinals have been moving the ball. I mean, good blocking up front, but
how does he get
away from this? A little dancing.
That was the last one. The 3rd guy that dripped off of him that I thought would bring him down, but
14 carries, 91 yards for Brandon Cooper so far this evening. Looking to get over the century mark.
He's in as the tailback here on 1st and 10. Handoff will go to Ness, and he'll lean forward for a couple.
Nye on the tackle for the Tornadoes.
And that may have been the last play here of the 3rd quarter as we're under 10 seconds remaining. We'll go to the 4th, still a 7-0 game. Coon Rapids has the ball, looking to even things up. You're watching Homecoming live on CTN.
Ballerina.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
Something this home crowd is really needed, a game to get into all the way deep into the 4th quarter.
Without a doubt.
And their defense has definitely kept their team in this one. Offense has not put any points on the board yet. They've come down, they've gotten close, they've threatened. turned it over on downs, and then a pretty impressive interception on their first drive here in the second half.
It most definitely was, and it was just a heads-up defensive play by Anoka to stop any potential score for the Cardinals. The Cardinal faithful getting into it.
Well, and a big drive here to open the fourth quarter for the Cardinals, 2nd and 8. They have it from their own 32. It's picked off, and going the other way is Smith. He's going to score that one right into his midsection, and the Tornadoes have doubled their lead.
Sam Smith has been a force on defense for Anoka, and he comes up with a huge play, an interception for a score. And again, that's just a play you'd like to have back, Joe.
It's like he was in the huddle, knew exactly what was coming. He gets off of the edge, jumps up, and just takes it out of the air. And I don't know that Martin ever saw him lurking along the left edge.
He did not, because he would not have thrown that pass had that been the case. But again, that's just another great defensive play by Anoka to capitalize on a turnover by the Cardinals.
And now Schaaf out to try the extra point. That one's good, but flags fly, and they're going to back him up. Now, see, why do you even blow the whistle?
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, shouldn't they then be given the opportunity to either accept the good kick?
You would think,
or to take half the distance in another try. I mean, kind of a free play on offense.
They'll re-kick.
Well, the first one was a no-doubter for Schaaf. Right. Got to imagine from a yard and a half closer, it's going to be even more automatic, but always got to do it again. Kick is good, and it's 14-0 Anoka.
Yeah, how quickly this game now has turned. It looked, the Cardinals staying in this one, just trailing 7-0. Then you get a huge turnover for a defensive score by the Tornadoes. Now all of a sudden you're down 2 scores. And again, just Sam Smith just right there at the right time, reading that play. And a great athletic move to pick it off, and relatively easy jaunt to the end zone for the score.
And now the possession upcoming for the Cardinals, even more crucial.
Huge.
Because now they have to start thinking about picking up some yardage in a hurry.
He's watching us. Sam Carver's watching us.
That's right.
Look, there's a mustache, guy with a mustache.
Not a Shapiro stash, but in the infancy stages, perhaps. There's a Howie stash.
That's what I'm saying.
I missed that one.
Yeah.
That's epic.
An epic stash.
That one was a little darker.
It was a little darker. Well, he's not as old as I am. Got to get worried about the gray.
They kick it out of the ground. The Cardinals touch it, and still not able to fall on it. And Anoka does. The Tornadoes are going to get this one back.
Oh, it looked like I thought I heard the whistle blow.
And that's, I think, what they're going to say.
Yeah. Maybe the whistle blew a little too quickly, but nonetheless, it was blown.
Well, the Cardinal offense out on the field as if they have the ball. But Coon Rapids never had full possession, never controlled this ball. Bounces away from one.
That's where they blew the whistle right there, but you're right, there was never in control. That should be Anoka's ball.
Yep, it should.
Other than the fact that the whistle was blown prematurely. I know he's talking to Coach Berkeley about it. He's had a couple of calls, has Coach Berkeley, that he didn't agree with.
This one, if he has possession of it and control of the ball on the ground, it's down immediately.
But he had no possession of it. He had no possession of the ball.
He never had possession of that ball and scored it out, and Anoka was there for it. And it looks like they're marching it back. We're going to try again. Let's just kick it over.
Why would they re-kick it? I don't understand. Why would they re-kick it? There wasn't a penalty.
Because they
didn't.
Yeah,
you
they got the call wrong.
I don't know.
They blew the whistle. I mean, Coon
Rapids.
Rapids. If the whistle did blow, Coon Rapids has the argument to say our guys stopped playing because the whistle blew.
Absolutely.
So,
but I still don't understand why they're re-kicking it.
Because it was an officiating mistake, inadvertent whistle. Thank you, Harley. And they're just going to try doing it again. See if Weber does the same thing or if he boots this one downfield. Going to squib it again. And again, the Cardinals having trouble getting a hold of it and controlling it on the ground. But finally do, and they'll take over at the 30.
You get an opportunity to start
Ball's
this drive.
slippery out there.
It is slippery.
You
It is
kick it on the
definitely
ground.
wet.
The grass is wet. Not as easy as some would make it look.
No.
Cardinals start from their own 31-yard line. Martin hands off. Cooper ducks underneath the end of the tackle and is out to the 36-yard line, a gain of 5.
He's got to be getting close to 100 yards tonight. He had 91 last time we checked. 97. It's 3 yards away.
They get another carry out of the eye, trying to bounce it outside, cuts back, has the first down, and is over that century mark, out close to the 45-yard line.
He's been elusive. He's been very difficult for the defenders from Anoka to bring down. Again, he's going to bounce to the outside. He has his nice vision, doesn't finds a little bit of a seam to cut through, pick up enough yardage to move the chains.
9-yard gain, ball placed at the 45-yard line.
16 carries, 106 yards for number 4.
Play action. Martin rolling out and dropped for a huge loss on the sack.
Again, just good pressure by the defense, but there is a flag down. I think it's a hold by Coon Rapids. I thought they looked like they held. But we'll see what our officials have to say. Nope. Oh, yep, hold.
Defense.
Oh, it's against defense.
That's huge.
That is big. That was surprising. I thought the Cardinal held on that play, but Chuck Kroll didn't see it that way. Not Chuck Knoll, Chuck Kroll.
That was it would have been, what, about a 13-yard loss on the sack,
like
and
that.
instead it marches the Cardinals to 1st and 10 from the 45 of Anoka. Another big penalty by the Tornadoes. Thus far not hurt by their infractions, but can only avoid the burn for so long. Another good run for Brandon Cooper. He's got a first down to the 33-yard line.
Number 4, Brandon Cooper. The Cardinals brought down the player number 54, Benitez.
13-yard gain. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Well, you know, Cardinals have moved the ball. They just haven't been able to score.
Well, now 2 turnovers in the red zone One by Downs, and then a turnover in their own red zone that turned into a touchdown. Run by Cooper left side, gain of about 4.
Cooper tested the line, realized there was nowhere for him to go, quickly bounced to the outside to pick up that positive yardage.
Pitch goes to Martin. Wants the seam up the middle. It was designed to run around the right end, and he really thought he had a soft spot, but only a couple of yards there.
Anoka quickly sealed that outside off, and he realized he did have to cut up into the middle. Brings 3rd down to the Cardinals. Cardinals are 2 of 9 on 3rd down. They get under the 9-minute mark remaining in this contest.
Third and 5. Martin fakes the pitch, turns, throws, looking for Lehman. Lehman tied up with West, wanted a flag, wouldn't get one. And the ball not really that close to help that argument.
No. 4th down for Coon Rapids. And the quick throw again. Yeah, pass wasn't close.
Well, I don't know that there was a little miscommunication because it looked like Martin threw it to the outside as Lehman broke in.
Right.
But if that's a closer pass, I think he may get that interference. So on 4th down, Martin throwing incomplete, pass intended on the near side for Cam Lesnar. And the Cardinals will turn it over on downs again.
Yeah, again, getting fairly deep into the tornado end, again, coming away empty. Just too many times tonight.
And now 7.5 quarters of scoreless football for the Coon Rapids football team. Out of the shotgun is Tweitbach. He will hand off to Nye, and Nye, oh no, he faked the give. He kept it himself, and Cardinals not as fooled as I was, which is a good thing. He's out across the 30 to the 31, a gain of 4.
Yeah, just trying to keep the ball in bounds, continue to get this clock to move down with a 14-point lead.
Handoff goes to Nye. He's going to come up just short of the 35, a gain of about 3 more.
I'll make it a 3rd and 2. Nick Urias on the tackle for Coon Rapids.
Tweitbach out of the shotgun, or the pistol. Hands off to Nye. Cardinals smelled it all the way, stop him at the line of scrimmage, and
that was Brad Ryle again.
Tornadoes will be forced to punt.
Ryle doing a nice job of coming from his inside linebacker position, his middle linebacker position, to come around for tackle for loss. Still plenty of time for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, not quite desperate yet.
No,
but they need this scoring. They need to score.
They do.
And they need the drive to be relatively quick because they have to then, get the ball back a second time. Good punt by Hetrick, and it'll take an Anoka bounce and be stopped and touched about the 28-yard line where the Cardinals will take over.
Yeah, relatively long field for the Cardinals.
Are you in the student section?
With 6:44 remaining in the contest, Coon Rapids still looking for their first offensive tally.
Is it too much to ask for the rain to stop? before I have to leave the press box.
Before you, so you can walk to your car and it's dry. Well, we'll see. I think you're in trouble.
Handoff goes to Cooper, bounces around, finds a hole, and dives out across the 35 to the 36-yard line, a gain of about 8. I'm just asking if it's possible.
Anything's possible.
It'd be nice.
You know, and it could rain a little harder when we leave, too, so it could go the other way.
It could. Either way, my umbrella is still nice and safe in the back seat of my car.
Well, you know, of course it is. You know, I thought about bringing my umbrella after I got here. And
a flag against Anoka, and that'll give the Cardinals the first down.
Ball rests on the 42 of the Cardinals.
Well, and as long as it's just rain, we'll continue to play.
Yeah.
Cardinals want to hope that it is just rain because at this point, this deep into the game would just be called if lightning were spotted in the area. Cardinals flinched a little bit, but get away with it. Martin on play action throws, picked off for the third time in this contest. And Baumgartner getting some blocking and trying to cut back. He's got room. Cooper trying to track him down. He won't be able to get him. Another return for a touchdown for the Anoka Tornado defense.
Boy, that's just some poor opportunity to tackle by Coon Rapids. They had opportunities to get him, but give him credit as he shifted back to the middle of the field and then took it to the house. Well overthrown this pass.
Yeah, he had good protection, and you know the pass was on target.
The pass was on. I thought he was thrown to. I didn't see Crawford there originally.
He had Crawford. It was a good pass, but he didn't see the safety Baumgartner sneaking up and taking that one away. Obviously. Kick is up and good, and Anoka leads 21-0.
No, just as quickly as the Cardinals get a penalty and try and continue this drive, Martin throws his third pick. Again, Anoka comes up with another stellar defensive play to make the Cardinals pay, and it takes it to the house for the score.
And just a great job of everybody in white jerseys
putting up
being on the same page, looking for someone to block and guiding him back downfield all the way to the end zone. That was I didn't see where he picked that off. It was about a 62 yards.
He doesn't look happy, but he should be.
He should be. Say,
maybe he forgot his umbrella.
The stoic look of Coach Berkeley. I think that's it. That's how you got to try to be. You know,
stoic all the time.
All the time.
So we are.
Coach John Young is a little more demonstrative.
Yes, he is
on his sideline. Certainly, how I would closer to how I get. I'm a little
hot-tempered.
I'm just fired up, intense.
When I went camping, we were camping intense.
Jerry Weber will kick this one away again. We'll see if they go with the squib again. It worked the last couple of times.
It did.
You know, Coon Rapids had trouble scooping it up. Wet, slippery ball. Good high end over end kick this time, taken from the 12. Avery Lehman found a little bit of a gap, got out to the 40 where he spun down and tossed to the turf.
That was Sam Smith on the tackle. I mean, he's been all over the field for the Tornadoes. Defense, special teams.
Yeah, Sam Smith is who ends it. He's been impressive tonight.
He's been very impressive. Donche Perkins back in. Saw him a little bit earlier in that first half. Back into the ball game for the Cardinals with 5:20 remaining.
And now it's you have to get big yards real fast. Had a hand in his face as he tried to get that one out to Cooper. Second and 10, they'll try again. Perkins under center, Cooper in the slot on the left side. Drops back, looks that way, now chased.
Hold.
Flag, and he's dropped for a sack.
That's a hold, too, by the Cardinals.
I don't know if that's, I think that's the 4th sack of the game for the Tornadoes. Their defense having a nice night.
Yeah, wave that one off.
4 sacks, no penalties, or no points allowed. Oh, it's a chop block against the Cardinals. But three interceptions, 2 returned for touchdowns, 4 or 5 sacks, no points allowed.
Yeah, they've
defensively, you got to be pretty happy with that kind of effort.
Well, you know, Coach Young, we talked about coming in. I think Martin's hurt his hand too. They're wrapping it on the sideline. Coach Young, when we were talking, he said this defense is really aggressive. They're really good, and we have to combat that. And they haven't been able to do so here tonight.
It's a 15-yard penalty. Will back him up to the 23-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 27.
What's in your playbook for 2nd and 27?
Not a whole lot. Halfback draw, perhaps. Cooper is once again the deep back. And Al Thompson jumped. Flanker on the right side.
Full start. Offense.
Still let's try it at 2nd and 32. How about?
Oh, Johnny Manziel.
That's a good hat for tonight.
It's a great hat.
Wonder if he'd let me borrow it.
Maybe.
Second and 32. Perkins drops back, hit as he throws, incomplete.
Yeah, he didn't have much where to go with that one. Perkins is down.
Who's
the third string quarterback?
That's extra not good. You?
Yeah. I better run down there and start warming my arm up. You have a sweater?
Limber up a little bit. I do not see anyone warming their arm up over here on the sideline.
What if Jeff George is available?
Looks like this might just be a cramp, and hopefully that's all it is.
Yeah, let's hope so. Because if Martin has an issue with his hand, he may be the starting quarterback if Perkins is okay for next week.
Well, while they take a look at it, it's that right lower leg. While they take a look at it, we'll step away. You're watching live high school football on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick, Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry.
Maybe he can't hear us.
Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
So back at it, and this is Tyler George as the quarterback. His first snap under center at the varsity level. He comes in, it's 3rd and 32. Oh, it's even more than that.
Well, who's going to punt now? Who's going to punt now? Because we'll see. Well, it'll be interesting to see because Martin was certainly the punter, and he's not. He won't be back out there.
On the 12-yard line. 4th and forever from the 12. That would be 4th and 38 from the 12, right? 38 plus 12.
Tyler Snell will punt.
This one angled toward the near sidelines, will bounce and roll out just shy of the 40.
So that's where the Tornadoes will start their drive with 4:18 remaining.
And I imagine here, up comfortably, you just come out. Oh, my goodness.
Another flag.
You just come out and take as much time off the clock as you can, just slowly.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
I mean, if you get to the end zone and you break a run and get to the end zone, fine, but you're fine moving the ball 3 yards at a time.
Absolutely.
And take up every last second between each snap. Be safe, be smart, but this flag must be against Anoka.
Yeah.
Illegal participation on the defense. Participated in the play with 12 men on the field. 15-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
Did he say 15-yard penalty for too many men?
Yeah.
Huh? So,
4th and 38, it's now 4th and 23.
So
well, you got a little more room to punt from. Field position should not be as good.
I guess I was not aware that a too many men was a 15-yard penalty. Has it always been a 15?
I think so.
That's a good punt. Angled out of bounds. So it's going to cost them about 20 yards on the difference in field position. But again, with where they're at, up 21-0 in a great running game, they're just going to come out here and try and burn the clock anyway.
Absolutely. And you get some fresh bodies in there for the Tornadoes.
Some fresh names for us to learn in the 4th quarter. Well, Tweitbach still in at the quarterback position. In the backfield with him is Sam Anderson. Anderson will get the carry. He's wrapped up by Lyons and driven backwards.
Lyons has played well. He's been one of the bright spots on the defense.
So big.
He's big. He's a big young man.
Well, his dad played a little pro ball. Yeah, obviously, we're familiar with the family.
Yes.
Tweitbach with time, airs it out, has a man behind the defense, a long completion downfield to Riley Reich.
Well, just when you thought they were going to run the ball at 3 yards in a cloud of dust, complete a 31-yard pass.
Yeah, I definitely did not expect that, neither did the Cardinal defense, which is why Reif was so open. Handoff goes to Anderson. Ball comes out. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
They do. Oh, there's a flag thrown.
Somehow not that surprising.
You know, if we could see it at the end, there was a little extracurricular activity at the end of that play.
As there always is.
Yeah. So there.
Well, in the flags, I mean, they've just got to be frustrating from both sides.
Right there.
Unsportsmanlike conduct
against Anoka.
On the defense.
Yep.
15-yard penalty.
Is that their fourth or fifth?
You know,
15-yard penalty for the Cardinals. Fifth time they've been flagged for a personal foul.
Coach Berkeley will not be pleased with that, even though they're obviously on top and they're gonna win this contest. He won't be happy with that kind of play, because if you're in a closer contest, where the game is one score contest, you really hurt your team that way.
Yeah, I did mean the Tornadoes, in case you didn't catch it.
I know, I did not catch it.
Neither did I.
I don't know what you're talking about.
George rolls out, throws, passes complete along the sideline to Avery Lehman. Out to the 48, a gain of 6. For now, I believe he has a perfect passer rating.
He does. For now.
Straight drop, looks to his right, pass complete. Crawford trying to shake Wesp and does. Wesp got a hold of his jersey, though, made sure he wouldn't get too far. He does have a first down to the 43 of Anoka.
This is the quick throw to Crawford. Picks up 12. Nice job running after the catch.
Again, another drop back. This pass a little too high, looking for Lehman on the left side. Wesp there in coverage.
Definitely getting a test here. And Mr. George.
Well, an opportunity.
To throw the football.
Yeah, and an opportunity for a young man to come out and try and prove himself with 2 seniors ahead of him in the roster.
Yep.
The season already at 0-4, looking like it's going to go to 0-5. You got 3 regular season contests left. You got Martin, and there's a flag at the line, and a big hit on Crawford after the pass was past him. But no flag over here. Flag's going to be holding against the Cardinals. But you've got your top quarterback that's got his hand wrapped in ice. And now I see both Brandons have their hands wrapped in ice. Brandon Cooper
as well.
Also has his hand wrapped up.
Perkins has his ankle.
10-yard
his right
penalty.
ankle wrapped in ice as well.
So let's try it at 2nd and 20. How about? But as I was saying, you got this opportunity to really go out there and prove to the coaches, hey, I'm the guy who's going to be around here past the end of this season.
Yep.
I'm not saying you write the season off now.
No,
obviously not. But you do need to look to the future, and if it's a horse race between 2 guys, you might give the head nod to the younger guy.
Yep. Personal foul on
and another free first down. Oh. Must happen after the play. It'll still be 3rd down. how he's being attacked.
I was attacked by this. Look at
this beetle. It's big.
It's a big beetle. It was on me. It was on my shirt. Freaked me out.
So 3rd and 5, quick pass left side, complete to Anderson, trying to break away from a tackle. But he is going to be stopped after a gain of about 2. So now 4th and 2 from the 35. Just over 2 minutes remaining. George straight drop, throws right, pass incomplete, intended for Crawford on the near side, but over his head.
Yeah, Crawford open to the outside, just a little bit too high a throw.
Entomologists would be very disappointed in your behavior.
But that freaked me out. I didn't kill it.
You didn't kill it.
No, I just wanted it off me.
Lateral to the near side and being driven out of bounds was Darius Jones. We get out as far as the 39, a gain of 4. Caleb Sieben is the play caller for the Tornadoes here. Handoff goes off the right side to George Angoro. And he's going to get maybe a couple.
Spencer Howe, one of the Cardinals to bring him down.
The 3rd and 4. Tornado fans, it was a tense game until their defense really closed the door on the Cardinals.
They really did. A couple of defensive scores put Coon Rapids away.
Sieben faked the give and kept it himself. He'll get the first down out to midfield.
A lot of the Cardinal faithful leaving. Anoka fans across the way haven't gone anywhere. They're celebrating this 21-point victory.
Yeah, and their team going back above the 500 mark now, 2-2 in conference play, 3-2 overall. They had the 21-7 win over Shakopee week 1, and then lost to Totino and Osseo, which you certainly are never going to feel too bad about. And they're just going to kneel on it here. But then came back, beat Andover last week by a touch, and now handling the Cardinals and keeping the Cardinals scoreless for the 2nd straight week.
Now they'll take on the Bengals next week, a home game for the Tornadoes. Never gets easier in this conference.
And that will do it for this contest. The Cardinals fall 21-0, and still looking for that first win. Now 0-5 on the season. And it was all defense in the second half. It was 7-0 when we started the half, and Coon Rapids had the ball to start.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they drove the ball. They were able to move the ball a couple of different times in this second half, but they are going to come up empty, and it's big defense for the Anoka Tornadoes. The big swat right there in the end zone. and the pick. A great play both by Jordan Hansen, who got the block, and Dalton Miller, who made the pick. And then Smith
huge
with the pick, returning it for the touchdown. Is coming off the edge. And then another one with the safety sneaking into the passing lane. And Riley Baumgartner, great return. And he got great support from his team up front, blocking and leading the way. And he returned that one 60-plus yards.
Yeah, he really did.
For the score. And that one really sealed the deal for Anoka.
Yeah, it really did. And the Cardinals will fall to 0-5. And at this point, again, you go back to they're going to be on the road against Andover, starting next Friday, and then they will have another home game against Osseo, and then back home, or another road game, and then back home to finish the season with Totino.
Well, here's where we will be Monday. Boys and girls soccer on the road at Champlin Park. On Thursday, girls swimming and diving, the battle for supremacy of the Northwest Middle School pool as the Cardinals take on the Blaine Bengals. And then next Friday, as you talked about, they are at Andover to take over the Huskies. The Huskies, the other team coming into tonight's competition that was winless in Northwest Suburban Conference play.
Yeah,
I should say West District North.
Yeah, exactly.
Play.
Yeah, it's a new system obviously this year, so we have to remember that. But again, Cardinals. Do you look for some bright spots? There are a few bright spots in this contest, especially defensively.
And Brandon Cooper. Brandon Cooper had a nice ball game.
I was going to say, and then Brandon Cooper. But you got to take the positives that you can out of
your
out of a loss.
Your defense gave up only 7 points tonight.
Yep.
Offensively, offensively really was where the penalties were as well. Too many penalties and too many turnovers. And the Cardinals, 21-0. They lose. We will leave it at that. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Alex Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.